I really haven't seen New Zealand's North Island yet. 2/3 of the way is still ahead of me, the whole eastern coast. And its biggest attraction, volcanism. So I start. It doesn't take long and the landscape changes. It's volcanic now, attractive. Unfortunately, not only for REYKJA. The climb up Duke's Nose is difficult. Handholds and footholds are worn down by thousands of climbers. But there is a steel railing, a miracle to me. Much easier is the route to Cape Red, a peninsula with a hole in a rock. It's great to be walking again. I've missed that. Hardly any wind. It's time for the mizzen sail. I need to dismantle the wind steering system. From now on, REYKJA steers itself. At night, the same exercise, only reverse. A gale is forecasted in an hour. The weather is a topic of itself. If this is summer, what will winter be like? A tropical storm hits New Zealand. Wind speeds up to hurricane force. I'm out of its track, but I hide anyway. It means 24 hours sailing to Great Barrier Island. Calm before the storm. Still, the wind comes from the wrong direction. REYKJA turns dangerously close to the shore. If the nautical chart would be correct, I would go for a walk here. Fortunately, it's wrong. A block in the furling system is broken. I look for a replacement. It fits. After 2 days on board, I get bored. The anchors hold, REYKJA does not collide with the bottom. I head for the shore. An oversized cleaning station awaits me, and left-hand traffic, of course. Of course it starts raining, and of course I've left my rain jacket on the boat. When I return, flood has come. And suddenly dawns on me that I refueled with petrol but forgot the two-stroke oil. As punishment, I have to row. It's quite tricky sailing through these boulders, but it's sailing. It's fun. Another long sailing to Mayer Island. A dormant volcano, rainforest, crater lakes, and frustration. So this is very frustrating. I put all my hiking gear into my backpack. Ready to go on a hike. And they just chased me away from the island, saying it's private. Not giving any time when it will open again, even though their notice board says something different. Nowhere communicated on the internet. So, they let you come here and then they chase you off. I'm happy to leave this world behind. My new destination is also off limits, but at least here I understand the reasons. White Island is located in New Zealand's active volcanic zone. I've seen the videos from 2019. Back then, a group of visitors was surprised by an eruption. Over 20 people died. Today, it's just me, the wind, and my boat. Very impressive. The wind comes from behind, which makes a very fast speed, but the waves also come from behind, and the higher they get, the more problems the self-steering has. Then the wind hits the mainsail from the wrong side. Normally, the boom would now crash over my head to the other side at full speed, a scenario I definitely want to avoid. That's why I've installed a boom brake. It leads to a block at the bow and then back to one of the winches. A boat rocks heavily when sailing downwind. With all consequences. Next morning, you step onto the deck feeling worn and torn. Yesterday was tough sailing. A lot of shaking, moving, every step needed to be thought about. And now this morning, just almost nothing, very little wind, no waves. It's so relaxing. I land in Tolaga Bay, which I knew from James Cook's diary. The place, now called Cook's Arch, was already special back then. But the whole coast is special. I've never seen so many sea arches in one place. When I return to the dinghy, high tide has set in again. I set off for Napier. There is a marina where I can leave REYKJA. There is an active volcano zone from White Island on the right hand side into the middle of New Zealand. So I hire a car for 8 days and go searching for the volcanism. It's definitely touristy. A geyser is forced to erupt with soap, accompanied by live Maori song. In total, I pay over $300 to marvel at beautiful nature. One exception is Kerosene Creek. It's free for now. After 4 days, the thermometer drops to 0 degrees at night. I long for REYKJA and a soft bed. Enough volcanism. Instead, I oil wood. And try to rescue the Swiss flag. And I can be a tourist in Napier too, a fabulous city in Art Deco style. I've only seen that in Miami Beach so far. Still 150 miles to go to Wellington. For the first time I have an appointment there. René is coming from Switzerland. We want to sail to Australia together. The coast is wild here. James Cook had to turn around on Cape Turn again and sail New Zealand in the other direction. To be on the safe side, I fuel REYKJA. You need high tide here because the jetty doesn't swim. The tricky situation is tomorrow morning around 5 o'clock the wind will change its direction and I need to be exactly at that time on the southeast corner of New Zealand to get it right, to get into Wellington. Instead of less wind, there's more, 25 knots from the wrong direction. I reef. And then the steering wheel turns loose. At 3, I heave REYKJA 2 and let it drift. I'm deadly tired. In the morning, the wind has died down. It starts raining. I set off for Wellington, the windiest city in the world. When René arrives, REYKJA is safely moored at the jetty. As we had arranged.